Welcome to Miles for Money, everybody. We are out here on a Tuesday morning / afternoon. We're gonna do some DoorDash, some Grubhub, some Uber Eats. It's about 10:55 in the morning. We'll probably run until about 7 o'clock tonight. I got some free time today to be able to run pretty much all throughout the afternoon and into the early evening. So see how much money we can make on a Tuesday afternoon. Tuesdays are typically pretty slow, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, we got our first order. Waited for about 5 minutes, and we are going to Zaxby's. It's $6.15 to go right at 2 miles. So nice little short, should be pretty quick order. Kick us off on a Tuesday late morning. All right, I'm pulling into Zaxby's and there is no line in the drive-through. Doesn't look like there's any cars in the parking lot either, maybe just employees. So this should be a pretty quick pickup. Shouldn't be very busy, obviously, if there's nobody in the drive-through and nobody in the parking lot. So I have to ask y'all, if you pull up to a restaurant, there's no cars in the drive-through, there's nobody inside except the employees, you got one order, would you think it would be ready? It wasn't ready. 10 minutes later, I got the order. 10 minutes. Isn't it fast food? I assume Zaxby's was fast food, but apparently not. Apparently, if they have one order to make and 5 people working it, apparently it's 10 minutes. 10 minutes after you get there for them to finish the order. Okay, first order done. It was an additional tip, so it paid $7.65. So not bad. Dropping off here at a little school. We are on our way to find our second order. I just got a double order. Dropped off that other one, made it back to town center, and got a double order. So it's $13.45 to go exactly 6 miles. It's picking up at Zaxby's and at First Watch. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hesitant to take it because I just left Zaxby's and it took them 10 minutes when nobody was in the restaurant. And it was extremely slow to pick up that one order, the only order they had. So I was kind of hesitant to take it, but it's over $2 a mile. It's $13 and change. It's gonna put us up to over $20 in the first 30 minutes that we're dashing today. So I went ahead and took it. So I'm here now at Zaxby's. I'm gonna go inside and see if they have the order ready. All right, well, to my surprise, the order at Zaxby's was ready when I got there. So, yeah, I don't know. Not complaining though. Ready when I got there, got it picked up. Heading now over to First Watch to see if that order's ready. I'd imagine at a, this time of day on a Tuesday, right before the lunch rush or right at the beginning of lunch rush, you can call it, I guess. I'd imagine it'd probably be not that busy, but we'll see. Especially it's the day after Memorial Day, so the day after a holiday tends to be a little bit on the slow side too. So all right, so I got those 2 orders dropped off. There wasn't any additional tip, but that did bring us up to $21.10 so far for the day total. On my way back, I did get I got a double order. So the double order is $12.40, and it's going right at 6 miles. So not the best order, but not the worst. But for $12, we're gonna take 2 of them and go 6 miles. Maybe one of them will have an additional tip. Keep us moving. It's still pretty early, so maybe we're doing really good right now. Maybe during a slow time on a Tuesday, if you can get double orders on a Tuesday morning before the lunch rush starts. That's not always a bad thing. So we're gonna hop in here to Red Bull. We're picking up at Red Bull and picking up at Chick-fil-A. So gonna hop in here to Red Bull to pick up our first order. All right, so I get to Red Bull to pick up and they don't have the order. Somebody already picked it up, they tell me. So I had to submit a report. So I got partial payment for the Red Bull at the pickup. I don't have to go deliver it. I got $4.12. Now I don't know out of that $12.40 how much this second order at Chick-fil-A pays. It was $12.40 in a bundle. So I just picked up the Chick-fil-A. I'm on my way now to go deliver it. But it is out of the way a little bit. It's 6 miles, so you know, I took it as part of a bundle to make it worth it, but hopefully it's still worth it. Hopefully this was the higher paying order of the two. So I don't know, we'll see, I guess, when I drop off how much it says I make on the order. All right, so my guess was correct. The order I took for Chick-fil-A was essentially the lower paying order. It only paid $4.15 for me to go 6 miles, almost 6 miles. So it was a lower paying order of the bundle. So, but on a positive note, I did get an order at the McDonald's right here that was 0.3 miles away from that drop off, and it's going 3.3 miles, $6.15, but it's heading back towards town center. So I was gonna have to drive that 3 miles anyway, so now at least I get paid $6.15 to pick up here at Mickey D's on my way back. So I did pick up that McDonald's order. I am on my way back towards town center where I originally was, where I originally DoorDash, and it got me thinking. So there's a positive way to look at this and a negative way to look at this. So the negative way is I ended up taking a cheap order 6 miles that I typically wouldn't have taken, right? For $4.15, I'm not going 6 miles. But the positive way of looking at this is I did get $4.12 for the attempted pickup at Red Bull. So it was actually $8.27 to come the 6 miles. Would I have done that normally? Probably not. But $8.27, but then you figure right across the street from the drop-off is where the McDonald's is that I picked up. $6.15. Okay, so that would be $14.42, and I'm driving halfway back to town center with it. So I'll be halfway back at my destination. So really I made $14 and change, essentially, right? And it's taken me halfway back anyway. So actually it might have kind of worked out in my favor a little bit by getting that McDonald's order to come back towards town center. So I guess things just kind of happened for a reason. So I dropped off that McDonald's order on my way back to town center. It did pay the $6.15, no extra tip, but that's okay. It got us almost all the way back to town center. So as I pulled into the parking lot here at town center, I did get another order here, $6.25, picking up from Sheboygan, going 2.4 miles. So it says it's going to be ready in 2 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and head into the restaurant and see if I can't grab that and continue on our day. Just dropped that one off, the Sheboygan. It ended up going to the same school I was at earlier. This school isn't too bad because you just walk in and they have a cart that you leave it on. So it doesn't take time, no waiting for people to come up and get it. So paid the $6.25, another order down. All right, as soon as I pull back in here to town center, got an order, Gators Dockside. It's $8 and change, I think it's $8.15 to go 3.2 miles. So we're on our way to Gators Dockside to pick up. Middle of the lunch rush now. All right, we got the order from Gators Dockside. It was ready when we got there, so that was good. It took us a minute because of the lunch traffic. On our way now to the drop-off. It's from the pickup to the drop-off, we got 2.3 miles, so it's quite a bit of food. It's like 4 meals, so maybe there'll be an additional tip on top of the $8.15 that we were offered in the beginning, so we'll see. All right, that delivery did have a hidden tip, so that one paid $9.40. So that brings us up to $52.17. We are sitting right at about an hour and 55 minutes that we've been active. So about $26 and change an hour on a Tuesday late morning, early afternoon. That's pretty good for a Tuesday. Tuesdays are typically pretty slow. Like I said, being after Memorial Day, I was not expecting it to be this busy today. So good news, good things happening, getting a lot of orders. So yeah, hopefully it stays busy all throughout after the lunch rush. So we'll see what happens. All right, so we are on our way back, and I got another order. Haven't even made it back to town center yet. $8.15. Now it's 4.7 miles. Again, we still got about a mile to get back to the town center to where the restaurants were anyway. So a little less than $2 a mile, but it probably would have been close to $2 a mile if I was over there where when I accepted the order. I was just on my way back from a previous one. But either way, picking up at Chick-fil-A, on our way there now. So we're still in the heart of the lunch rush here, but still pretty busy. Declined a couple of orders on the way back before I accepted this one. So onwards to Chick-fil-A. All right, Chick-fil-A drop off achieved. $8.15 was the ending total on that order. We are about 4 miles away from town center on our way back now. It is 1 o'clock, so still doing pretty well on our total for the day, and head back and see if we can't catch some at the tail end of this lunch rush. It's been pretty steadily busy all morning, surprisingly, so see what happens when we get back over there. I'm sure it's probably going to slow down at the end of the lunch rush at some point. All right, so I just got an order from Wawa as we were on our way back. $6.50 to go 3.5 miles. Then I pulled into the Wawa, and right as I pulled in, it popped up for a second order for an additional $6.15 to go an additional 0.9 miles. And the 0.9 miles is actually going to be on the way back, bring us closer back to town center anyway. So yeah, so a total of $12.65. So pulling into KFC to pick up the second order now. First one was from Wawa. It gave me notification and said that this is ready, so we should be able to just go in and grab it and go. All right, those orders are dropped off and delivered. Now the first order, it didn't show me if there was an additional tip. It didn't pop up for whatever reason. The second order was $6.50, the same what it offered in the beginning. So without doing all the math of what I've done today, we're just going to assume that it's paid the same. I'll have to look at my earnings and go through it, and I'm driving right now. So but anyhow, $12.65, pretty quick little order. It is 1:42 in the afternoon, so it's kind of tail end of the lunch rush, but we've done pretty well so far this morning. Let's see what we're at total. All right, so we're at $75.22 total so far for the day. So that's pretty good, in just under 3 hours. Averaging over $25 an hour on a Tuesday is really good. So especially during lunchtime in the area that I'm in. So gonna head back over to the town center area. Like I said, we're creeping up on 2 o'clock, so the lunch rush coming to an end, but we'll see what else we can get in that time frame. All right, so we have another order. I got a Pizza Hut order, $7.50 to go 3.1 miles. So a little short Pizza Hut order at about 1:55 in the afternoon. All right, $7.50 was the final payout of the Pizza Hut order that we just took. Not too bad at all. It is 2:17 p.m. We did wait a few minutes on that Pizza Hut order, so when I say a few minutes, I say that lightly. We were in there like 10 minutes, but that's okay. It's probably getting a little bit slower now. Lunch rush is pretty much over. Heading back to the town center where all the restaurants are. All right, we got another order after sitting, we said about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes waiting. It's definitely slowed down since the lunch rush ended. But we did get another order picking up at Gators Dockside, going $6.65, going 3.4 miles. So about to get out here on the main road and head to Gators Dockside to pick up. All right, so I'm gonna take a break for a little while because it's a little bit slow now anyhow. I just sat for about another 10 or 15 minutes. It's 2:43 right now, so I think I'm just gonna take a break and probably come out again around 4:30 and see what we can finish up with on a Tuesday. Well, after taking a break and getting some chores and errands done, I just logged back on. It's 4:45 now, and I just got an Uber Eats order, $8.40 to go 1.6 miles, picking up at Chick-fil-A. So we're gonna head to Chick-fil-A to pick up. All right, got that one dropped off. It was $8.60 total, $8.60 for that Uber Eats order, if the tip sticks, if they don't change it. It was guaranteed order though, so should be at least $8.60. See if there's a hidden tip later. All right, we just got another order. I sat for about 15 minutes here waiting, turning down some low offer orders, but we did get an offer for Panda Express. It's an Uber Eats order. Let's see here. Uber Eats, and it is $8.66 guaranteed tip, and it's going 3.5 miles. So gonna head over to Panda Express and see if it's ready. All right, drop off is achieved and done. See if there's any additional tip here in about an hour on that one, or if not, once the tip finalizes, we will update and let you know. All right, let's go ahead and head back down towards the town center area. See if we can't get something else. It's about 5:30 now, so yeah, it should be right in the heart of dinner rush. Got another order, $10.15. It's a little further. It's 4.6 miles. Picking up from Panera, but over $2 a mile. Decent paying order, so pulling into Panera now. See if it's ready for pick up. It doesn't look very busy at Panera, so hopefully it'll be ready. As you can see, the parking lot is kind of empty at Panera, so all right, let's get inside and pick up. Well, no extra tip on that one, but easy order, easy drop off, leave it at the door. Pretty simple order, so can't complain about 10 bucks. It's 10 bucks, right? So almost back to town center now, about to pull in the parking lot here in a minute, and see what else we can grab. It is 5:59 p.m. so dinner time rush. So sat for a few minutes, declined a couple of orders, and then I got this one I'm going to pick up now. It's from the flame broiler. It's $8.35 to go 3.9 miles, so over our $2 a mile mark. And it says it's supposed to pick up here in like 2 minutes, so I'll pop in and see if they got it ready yet at the flame broiler. We picked up the flame broiler on our way to delivery. Do y'all have flame broiler where you live? Is it a popular place? I've never tried it. Just doesn't seem appealing to me, I guess, but hey, to each their own. Drop off successful, leave it at the door order. $8.35, no additional tip on that one, but still a pretty quick $8. They did have the order ready at Flame Broiler when I went in and grabbed it, so didn't have a whole lot of waiting going on, not a whole lot of traffic on the way here to the drop off, so overall a pretty quick order. So the second Uber Eats order we did earlier for $8.66, the tip just hit for that one as well, finalized. It was $8.66, so no extra on that one. That's okay though, still a decent order. We are about to be back at Town Center and see what else we can grab. Well, wouldn't you know, as soon as we pulled into the Town Center, my phone goes ding ding, and I got an order for McDonald's, $6.15. It's going exactly 1 mile, literally right behind the shopping center to the apartment. So should be a really quick order as long as the food is ready. Let's see, pickup time, it says, is in 4 minutes. And I just pulled in the parking lot. I'm gonna go in and see if we can get it ready a little bit earlier and head over to the apartments. Well, the order was ready when I got there, and we're on our way to drop off. It's a really short drop off. It was 0.6 miles from McDonald's, so literally right back in the apartment complex back here. The customer left a note telling me which building it was and the apartment number, and then they said, sorry, 3rd floor. So 3rd floor, we're going to the 3rd story. That's okay though. It's it happens with apartments. I mean, it's just part of it, I guess. Part of delivering. It's part of living on the 3rd floor. You got to tug your groceries upstairs, stuff like that. So we're going right over there to that apartment complex. All right, we got a little bonus. It was $8.15. $8.15 instead of the $6.15. So an extra $2 for a nice quick short order that took like 5 minutes. I don't even think it was 5 minutes from the time I picked up the drop off. Really quick. So take $8 for those all day long. Another order, $7.85 to go 3.1 miles. So well over the $2 a mile. So we're picking up at Red Bull Poke and Hibachi is the name of the place. It is right there. All right, Red Bull was ready when we went to pick it up, so we are now en route to deliver the Poke and Hibachi. We're about 6/10 of a mile away from the drop-off. A bunch of little neighborhoods here. $7.85. No additional tip on that one, but that's okay. Still not a bad little order. So see if we can head back over towards the town center area and see if we can snag another one. All right, y'all, I had to take somebody and give them a ride to work. So I took a break again for a little while to give them a ride. I am back out now, and we just got an order. It is 8:45 at night, kind of a late time to be starting. But we got an order for $8.15 to go 3.6 miles. So it's picking up at Panda Express. So we're gonna head to Panda Express, pick up this order, and take it 3.6 miles. Little nighttime driving view. Just dropped off. It was $8.15 final payment. So all right, first nighttime order down today. I'm not gonna stay out extremely late tonight. Probably stay out, I don't know, maybe another hour or so, but kind of wanted to dip into the late night and see what we could get. All right, y'all, so I've been sitting here since we dropped that last order for about 20-25 minutes, just constant declining. $2, no tip, no tip, no tip. I probably declined 20 orders. So I think I'm just gonna call it a night. We did a total 8 hours and 47 minutes, and we made $149.24 total for the day. So not a bad day for a Tuesday. Actually a pretty good day for a Tuesday for, you know, taking the breaks when I took them, that kind of thing. So didn't do the entire dinner rush, stuff like that. Didn't do any of the morning rush. We started kind of late. So pretty good day for a Tuesday. We'll hop at it again tomorrow on Wednesday. We had a really good day on Memorial Day. So we're going to try to hit $1,000 this week. See if we can hit $1,000 this week. I got some commitments later in the week. It's going to make it kind of difficult, but I think we can make 1,000 this week. So we're sitting at about 350 after Monday and Tuesday. So with that being said, y'all, thanks for coming by. Miles for Money. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video. We'll see you tomorrow.